Alright, so it's finally August. If you're watching this video, that probably means you're getting ready and you're getting excited for this year's Halloween season. And so is Spirit Halloween, because every August, Spirit drops their new items for that upcoming year. And we got so much to unload and unpack this year. From new animatronics, we got new decor, we got loads of new t-shirts, lots of content, and most importantly, we have a Spirit Halloween movie coming out at the beginning of October, which I think everybody's very excited about and very interested in. We are going to get to all that eventually, but today we're going to be looking at 5 animatronics which I think should be on your Spirit wish list this year. We're going to go through all the details about them, and I'm going to tell you if they're worth it for their price point. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want me to unbox any of these animatronics. We'll get right to it. We'll get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let me first make a point of saying that none of these animatronics are ranked in any particular order. This is just the order that I'm displaying them for the video. So first up, we got Lord Raven. Lord Raven stands at 6 feet tall. He's got 4 different sayings plus an evil laugh. His neck moves as well as his shoulders, I believe. And he comes with LED eyes. This guy is remote control compatible. He's got step pad compatibility and IR sensor compatibility. And he's got a price point of just under $300. And let me just say, I've seen all of these animatronics in person, and this guy looks amazing. This guy, as well as the Possessed Pumpkin animatronic, are definitely the most daunting animatronics of this year's collection. And let me say, a lot of the animatronics are definitely pricey, but this guy, if you can afford it, I think this guy should be on your wish list this year, and I think he's definitely worth what you get from him.
I knew you would be here soon. You could say I have eyes all over. Remember, wherever you run, my crows and I will find you.
So next up, we got Nozzles the Clown. Let me just start by saying with Nozzles, last year we had Whack-A-Mole. 2013 we had an older version of Whack-A-Mole, and I think every year they have to incorporate some sort of clown figure into the new arrivals and their new content, because that's just it's so classic. It's so classic. The clown is such a classic, scary character in Halloween, and so I think that Nozzles the Clown really does that this year. He's their clown. He stands at 6 feet tall. He's got 4 different sayings and evil laughter. His torso and arms move. He's got LED hands, eyes, and he actually has fog that comes out of the hands. But the fog machine is sold separately, and with the price point of $349, I don't know about that. I don't know if the fog machine should be sold separately. I feel like it should all be included. If it's part of the animatronic, I think it should be included in the animatronic. This guy is remote control compatible, step pad compatible, and IR sensor compatible. I think this guy looks great. As I said, I've seen all these in person. This guy looks great. I just don't know if he's worth the price. That being said, I haven't had enough time around him maybe to appreciate it a little bit more. But yeah, from what I've seen and what I've watched videos on and seen the unboxings, I just don't know if he's worth it, especially with that fog machine being sold separately. I think it's just a hefty price.
Careful where you're going. I'm trying to sanitize this place first. When I'm done, nothing's gonna be left living.
So next up, we've got the Possessed Pumpkin animatronic. And this guy is daunting. When I walked into the Spirit Halloween store the other day, I was like just taken back by how daunting this guy was, how scary he was, and how just huge he looked. Like, he was just massive. He stands at 7 feet tall, but I really don't know. It's hard to put into perspective how big 7 feet is until you actually see him. He's got 4 different sayings plus evil laughter. His head moves, his torso moves. He's got LED eyes, and he's priced at $329.99. He's also got remote control compatibility, step pad compatibility, and IR sensor compatibility. And this guy just looks great. He is definitely probably, I don't want to say the best, but he's up there with Lord Raven as this year's best animatronic. And yeah, like, if for the price point, it's hefty as well. The Nozzles was $349. This guy's a little bit cheaper at $329. And I just think it's one of those things that you got to really want it, and you got to really have some place to put this guy to really make him good use for your Halloween decorations and for whatever you're using him for. So I think, he's a great looking animatronic. The only thing I find is just they don't do much. You know what I mean? Like this guy, we'll watch the video in a second. He doesn't do much. He says, he's got a few phrases that he says. He's got evil laughter, and it's just really, there's not very much interactiveness going on with this guy. He's just there to really just blow people away, and I think he does a great job of doing that.
You little monsters have been carving up my friends for years. Now it's my turn to make a jack-o'-lantern. From your head!
So next up, we've got Monty. Now this guy is really something unique, and I can't recall if we've seen something similar to this before. We've had Jack in the Box. We've had kind of the circus theme a little bit, but this is a lot different than Jack in the Box or any other animatronic that we've seen in the past few years. This guy stands at 6 feet tall. He's got monkey sound effects. He's got cymbal crashes sound effects. And he moves his hands. And he's got LED eyes, I believe. So he's got a price point of $299.99. Again, it's definitely, considering what Lord Raven was priced at, I feel like this guy can maybe be a little bit cheaper. I don't know. That being said, you know, he looks great. Like visually, he's very detailed. He looks like he should really. He's got a remote control compatibility, step back compatibility, and IR sensor compatibility. And overall, I think this guy looks really great. I just wish he did more. I think the cymbal crashes looks great with the arm movements. But I feel like there's just not enough going on for how much you'd be spending on this guy. But overall, looks great, and I think it'd be a great addition for your wish list this year. Now next up, I'm sure you've seen this face before, whether it's from actually watching The Exorcist or if you got jump scared in the Scary Maze game before. But this is Regan from The Exorcist, and this animatronic is called Regan. Very simple name to it. She stands 5 feet tall. She's got 4 different sayings and sound effects. Her head turns 360 degrees, and she actually has a projector out of her back that projects the demon's face that's possessing her. I think that's really unique. I think that's really cool. I think that's, you know, something we haven't seen before or in a long time anyways, or often. She of course has remote control compatibility, step pad compatibility, IR sensor compatibility, and she's got a price of $279.99. And I think, you know, I saw her in the store as well. I think I don't think it needed any more. I think it looked great. What it did was great. The neck turns. It's got sound effects while it's doing that. I think it's a very scary animatronic. I don't think that, you know, if you saw it, you wouldn't be blown away. You wouldn't be scared by it. I think if you had this in your haunted house or on your front lawn or at your doorstep, this would definitely get some kids pretty scared. And I think it's definitely something that should be on your wish list this year. So let's take a look and let's see what Regan does.
An excellent day for an exorcism. It would bring us together. You and us.
Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something about these animatronics. You got all the details you needed. If there's any more you think you didn't get, ask in the comments below, and I'll try and answer as many as possible. If you guys want to see me unbox any of these animatronics, let me know. We'll make a video on it, and we'll get you guys updated on everything going on Spirit Halloween wise. We'll get back to the movie. We'll get back to all the decor, all the t-shirts. There'll be videos about that, so stick around and stay tuned.